for a period of around 6 months, I think, to a year post awakening. I went through a period of time where I literally felt like a ghost. I would have dreams where I would look into a mirror and there wouldn't be a reflection. And oftentimes when I was out and about, going to the bank or doing whatever, I would often feel like there was absolutely no one there. And that would then show up in terms of the lack of sort of response I would get from bank tellers or people in stores. It was as if they would look straight through me. And it was a very strange time. But at the same time, it felt really normal. It didn't freak me out and it didn't make me feel less than or, concerned about anything. And again, consistently I'd have these dreams where I'd look in a mirror and there'd be no one there, or I'd be walking alongside the glass front of a store and I'd look and there was no one there. There would sometimes be the form of a siddhi master, a yogi master, or a great being. One time I saw the reflection of Father Bede Griffith, who I really loved. I found out later, actually. I didn't know who he was at the time, but I did some research after the dream and discovered that he was a Christian mystic. And he'd gone to India to study Vedanta and also to create an ashram, a Christian ashram in India. So I'm sharing all of this to say that when you're on an authentic seeking path and post-awakening, you can often go through a time or a phase where you feel like your personal identity is dissolving. And that was clearly what was happening in my case, although at the time I didn't really understand what it meant. But obviously what happens is one's personal identity starts to recede into the background, and over time there's this clear seeing that the idea of who you think you are isn't accurate at all, because the truth of who you are is the Supreme Self, or consciousness itself, or absolute awareness itself, functioning as, or expressing itself in one way as your personal identity, in order to be able to move through and relate and to communicate in the dualistic realm. So, all of that can kind of take time, I guess, to become established within one's being, depending on how radical the awakening is. But it can be a little bit disconcerting, and it can also generate fear sometimes. In my case, it didn't. It just felt completely natural, and there was no anxiety or anything at all. And it just felt like the true me was becoming more evident and more established, and everything that had been identified with just fell away of its own accord. So if that is happening for you, then I really can relate. It's a normal part of the process, and there's nothing to fear. And your authentic self is, it's moving, I guess, more to the forefront is the way I would explain it. So I'd love to hear if you would like to share. I'd love to hear your comments below. if, relating to this, if this has happened to you, and how you felt about it, and how it kind of showed up, and where you are now with respect to this recognition of being the self, or awareness itself, or source itself, or however you want to express that. All right, so I was inspired to share this today, so here I am, and yeah, I'd love to hear from you. If you feel comfortable sharing, that's really great. And if you want to reach out to me, you can find me. I'm on Instagram at Julie Hoyle Official. You can leave a message here, and you can find me on my website, juliehoyle.org. So take it easy, be well. That's all from me for now, and speak to you again soon. Bye.